joined with Adam Strumfeld from Joe Canals. We're talking about my two favorite things, food and wine, and cooking with it.
Yes.
So what should we cook with? We're talking about white. So Chardonnay. What do I...
The Chardonnays are great to cook with shrimp, salmon, lobster, chicken. Something a little bit creamier, butterier, a little bit more texture to it. Kind of like Chardonnay does, versus something like a Sauvignon Blanc, which you would use for tuna or scallops or even clams or something spicy, because it's got high acidity and it actually will work perfectly with those foods.
Now, do not use cheap wine when you cook with wine.
Well, that's not necessarily true. Don't use bad wine.
Okay.
Wine can be reasonably priced, but don't cook with something you're not willing to drink. Because the alcohol is going to burn off when you cook with it and you're left with a taste of that wine. If you're not willing to drink with it, don't cook with it because that taste will rub off on your foods.
And just be concentrated.
Exactly.
And that's not what you want.
It's not exactly what you want.
Cook with what you would drink.
You don't need to spend $50 on a bottle of wine, but definitely get something that you would drink with and pair with that food.
Adam Strumfeld from Joe Canals. Also joining us is Ellen Rohr, my business makeover expert. And Ellen, you say get to a known financial position.
KFP. Known financial position means you know what you have, your assets, you know what you owe, your liabilities, and then the difference is equity, and you're willing to write it down and confront it. Also, how much money do you bring in, how much money goes out. Once you know, you can sleep better at night.
Yeah, it sounds simple. It's a simple balance sheet. It's a budget.
Yep.
It's not second nature for a lot of people, or a lot of people maybe don't do it.
I think they're intimidated. They don't want to know. They're afraid of what the situation is. And we don't teach it in 6th grade for the most part, so you might feel stupid not knowing. Get over it. Get someone to give you a hand. Find a mentor, a banker, another business person. There's a great website online called mint.com.
MINT.com.
Yeah, it's free, and you can load up. What do you have? Make a list. What do you owe? Make a list, and it'll put a balance sheet together for you.
And I think the biggest thing is to write down what does come in, what does go out. Save your receipts, categorize them.
That?
I do that. I save every receipt. Categorize them, and then you get a sense of. And the other thing is do it just for a month.
Right. Or maybe go on a spending fast, right? Just don't spend money for a day and then be aware of where you are going to spend money, so at least you're spending it a little more consciously. Also, when you know where you are financially, you might discover that you have a lot more debt than you realize. It sneaks up, those credit cards. So put a debt reduction program into place. You can, Dave Ramsey, John Kamuta, The Richest Man in Babylon. Great book. It'll tell you how to get out of debt. Just do what they say.
I think the biggest thing is it's more stressful not knowing.
Absolutely.
All right, Ellen Rohr, and that's Better Living.